Hello everyone, this is Ali, and today I want to give a quick instruction on how to enable and use NVIDIA G-Sync on LG OLED screens. The 2019 LG OLED screens, they support G-Sync, but the firmware that actually works has been out for a few months now. And it took me a while to set everything up and use G-Sync and actually see the effect. So I thought that I may save you a bit of time with this quick instruction. So you probably know what is Vsync, that synchronizes the refresh rate between your rendering and your screen. If you turn it on in your game options, you will lose a bit of frame rate. So that's why it's better to have it on the screen side. If you don't have it, you will see the vertical tear-ups when you rotate your character in the 3D world. So I start from here. This is the NVIDIA website announcing that we will support this thing. And these are the TV models that actually support G-Sync. So if you have one of these models, you can continue with me. The first thing to do is that actually you come here or go to NVIDIA website and update your driver. Your GeForce driver, you can see here which version you have, check for updates, and make sure that you have the latest version. The second thing to do is you have the latest firmware for your LG TV, but actually if you try to update over the web from the TV menu system, you won't, unfortunately, at least in Europe that I'm living, you won't get the latest version. So if it's the case for you, you have to go to the website, and I will show you how to download and update the firmware of your TV. So you come to software and firmware, LG's website of where you live, and TV. Then the product is also TV, and product type is OLED TV, and the model number, I mean, you probably know the model number of your TV, but if you don't know, you can go to your TV setting to about this TV, or you can see it on the back side of your TV that is printed. So OLED TV 55 C9 PLA. The size, I don't think it's that important. I mean, I don't think there's any difference for the driver. So we are good to go. And then it brings you here. You select this link and you go to download web page and software and firmware. Here you can see this is the version that I can get at the time that I record this video. Actually, if I update my TV directly from the menus, the version I get is 047005. So one major version behind this. So you download this file and the instructions are here, but you don't need to read this and waste time. The only important thing is after you downloaded the file, the firmware file, you put a USB flash connected to your computer, create a folder that is called LG_DTV, all capital letters, and just the folder, and put the file in it. That's it. Remove your flash, put it in any USB slot of your TV. After a moment, it will be recognized by your TV, and then you agree to start the firmware update that actually may take a while. After updating that, you come here, go to your NVIDIA control panel, and you can see that the G-Sync option now appears here. Then you enable the G-Sync compatible, and this option is actually for when you play games either full screen or windowed, or there is a mode that is called Borderless window that is still windowed, but you can see the contents of your windows behind it. So if you put it here, it will work for all those modes. And here you can see that your TV appears here. Okay, there is something important here. if something is wrong, either your drivers or the TV firmware, you cannot see this G-Sync compatible here. So before I updated the firmware of my TV, I only could see, I had this G-Sync option. I could enable this, but here it was only LG TV without this G-Sync compatible. And here I got a message that your TV is not supported. But it was kind of confusing because I had all these options and I could enable them, but nothing worked. So make sure that you get this G-Sync compatible part in front of your TV name, and the message here is removed. So you enable also setting for this display mode. Okay, now everything is ready, but there's something important that we have to discuss. Because of limitation of the HDMI port on today's graphic cards, they only have HDMI 2.0. Your TV has 2.1, but and there is no DisplayPort adapter, as far as I know today, that actually can convert DP to HDMI 2.1. So this is the limitation that we have to deal with today till the next generation graphic cards come out and they have HDMI 2.1. So you can use G-Sync with either this resolution 1440 that supports G-Sync in this range from 40. We are talking about your FPS, your frames per second, refresh rate of your rendering of your game. Or you play 4K for the games that your graphic card can handle at this range. So it's very important to look at this. Just bear with me for a few seconds. So for example, if you're playing a game at 4K resolution, but you only get 30 frames per second, you are not in this range. So you will see some screen tear up. So your G-Sync, the TV G-Sync won't work. It's very important to know. And if you want higher refresh rates than 60 Hertz, you have to put the screen resolution to this. Even you can start from changing the screen resolution in your Windows to this and then run the game, because there's a difference between rendering resolution and if it's upscaled or not, and what is the signal that is sent to your TV. So I will show the effect in a game. Okay, now I will show the effect in the game control. This game is from the Remedy guys that brought us Max Payne, and it's actually a very cool game. We directly go to options, display. It's kind of different in every game, but you kind of find similar options everywhere. So as you can see, now it's in full screen mode, and I have to show you when it doesn't work, how is this? So you can see that its rendering resolution is 4040, but its resolution that it sends to TV, it upscales this and sends 4K. So your TV gets 4K. So if your refresh rate is higher than 60, you won't get G-Sync. And one important thing here is that you actually turn off Vsync, because you don't need that anymore. Your TV will take care of that. So let's go to the game. And I don't know if you can see that, but my frame rate is printed on top left corner of the screen with light green color. So now I'm in the game. Let's move to somewhere a little bit more light. Yeah. So now I get 68, 70 frame rate, and it's higher than the range that it supports for 4K. And if I don't know if it's visible or not, but I can see a screen tear ups. So G-Sync doesn't work now. I hope that it's recorded. Maybe not, but yeah. So I go back to options and display, and then I change the signal that is sent to screen actually to 40 40. And yeah. And now if I go back to game, so you only lose the upscale thing, and now it's buttery and smooth. You don't see any tear-ups now. So it works. Again, things to remember, turn off Vsync, you don't need that anymore, and make sure that your rendering resolution and also the resolution that is sent to screen is not upscaled. So if you are aiming for higher than 60 hertz, 60 frame rates, 60 frames per second, you have to make this both to be on 1440. But if you are shooting at 4K resolution, I can actually show you, but so now everything is 4K rendering and sending into a screen, and as you can see, I see tear-ups again because my refresh rate is below 40 and it only works between 40 and 60. So I have to get a refresh rate higher than 40 in 4K mode that it works. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching this. I hope that it worked well for you. And if you have any questions, just put a comment. I can answer your questions, hopefully. And if it was useful for you, please subscribe and like my channel. I will try to put some instructions and cool reviews. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, evening, and night. Bye-bye.